Hello everyone. Recently in the age it is said that long working hours is killing people. This is World Health Organization study which was published recently, and where they say that employees who work over 55 hours are 35% more likely to have a risk of stroke. Now, does that happen today when you're working and it happens? No, it happens later. And that's the reason why it is important for us to understand the wear and tear on our system based on work and how it is killing employees. So, WHO has recorded more than 745,000 people have died because of heart attack and stroke, which is caused by long working hours. So what we are now trying to say is, yes, we as an organizational psychologist and as HR professionals, we wanted to provide care, ethics of care. Organization has an ethics of care for their employees. But what has happened is strategic human resource management has driven on efficiency focus and created this harm on employees. And that's where sustainable human resource management focus comes into effect. And that's the reason why we are talking about work practices with sustainability characteristics, not just focusing on profit maximization, but it is also about ethics of care. So this is a recent study. Now, what we also have found, based in the literature, that we have found that in the United States, more than 120,000 employees died, because of non-communicable disease like stroke and cardiovascular disease. And it cost US economy $180 billion, right? Now, $180 billion on social costs. Now, if you can save, 20% of it, the economy is going to benefit because it is going to be used for a better purpose. So the idea of what we are trying to talk about here is there is more and more evidence that work is killing people, right? Now, businesses need to become aware. Yes, they are aware and they are keen in achieving sustainable development goals, right? They are keen. But we as a professional have a responsibility how we can provide this information to businesses to do the job, what they can do well. Now, these are 17 sustainability development goals, but what we are now talking about is a recent trend in public health on how these 17 sustainable development goals have health component in it, right? But the interest for us is from two sustainable development goals. One is on SDG 3, which talks about health for all in all stages of life. Our focus in terms of stages is in terms of working population, right? So we are interested in the working population. SDG 3 talks about health for all in all stages of life. So if you are younger, if you are in an early career, late career, so at different stages, health is important and it is different. So that's what SDG 3 talks about. And if you look at in terms of the second SDG is on decent work. So if you look at these two, my interest is, and what I'm trying to communicate to you is how these two SDGs interact with each other. In the sense, decent work is important for economic growth, but not at the cost of health. But what is happening now, as I showed evidence earlier, that more and more people are dying because of overwork. Okay, so that's why we are interested in the interaction of SDG 8 and SDG 3 to see how it can help us achieve sustainability goals.